Hey, what's up, everybody? First of all, I want to get a few things off of my chest. One of the things I want to get off my chest, basically, as a fan, I know a lot of people have always been asking, even the new fans of Sonic, the ones that have grown up with the games, they always probably ask themselves when they go on sites like YouTube and they look up the videos, the fan vids, the comic music videos, or the fan vids that, tributes and stuff that fans do, centered around the relationship of Sonic the Hedgehog and Princess Sally Acorn. People always want to know why. I'm pretty sure a lot of the new fans want to know why those get so many views, why they get, like to the top of the list, why like in the top 5s and all that. There's a reason for that. You see, a lot of fans, there's a lot of older fans like myself that grew up on that relationship that got established, not only in the comic books but in the cartoons. So we're more used to that kind of relationship. We're more used to seeing Sonic with that girl and Sally with Sonic. So that is why it gets so many views. Sometimes that's why people, when they do videos, CMVs, tributes, fan vids, discussions, that's why they get so many views. That's why so many people subscribe to those people. That's why so many people favor those videos. That's why so many people put them on Facebooks, MySpaces. That's why people put together groups on Facebook dedicated to that couple, on MySpace, on Yahoo, you name it, Devinar, Third Idiot. The list could go on. It's because an older generation like myself grew up on that. Now, I can understand that the younger generation that's grown up more on the Sonic Amy deal from the games, I can understand your support for that. Because to you, that's your Sonic and Sally. Believe it or not, I never thought I'd say that, but that's your Sonic and Sally of this generation. That's what it is for you. That's your Sonic and Sally. Sonic and Amy is your Sonic and Sally. That's why you support it so strongly. If you do comparisons, Sonic and Sally in my time, for my generation, is like our Superman and Lois Lane and our Spider-Man and our Mary Jane. That's who they are. And the same goes for Sonic and the Amy. For your generation, they're your Sonic and Sally. They're your Peter Parker and Mary Jane. They're your Superman and Lois Lane. That's who they are. So I can understand why the current generation that supports Sonic and Amy always are wondering why when a tribute or discussion or a CMV, a fanvid, whatever you're going to call it, an AMV, is made centered around Sonic and Sally. I can understand why you always wonder why you get so many views. Well, it's because, like I said, the majority of people that do that grew up on them. So, and even if you are part of the young generation and you support that coupling as well, it's because some of those people out of your generation look back and read up on it. They do research. They read the comics, they watch the cartoon, and they go like, and it dawns on them, oh, that was Sonic's original love interest. That was his original girlfriend. So, but again, I can understand where you're coming from, because it'd be like if you switched it around and, Sonic and Amy was in our generation, and all of a sudden here's Sally in Amy's place, and here's Sally in the games, and, taking Amy's spot and everything, and you're wondering yourself, and you wonder to yourself, why so many people support Sonic and Amy when they should be supporting the current situation of Sonic and Sally? See, I can understand, because if you flip it around and you put Sally in Amy's place and Amy in Sally's place, then you get people like myself get a better understanding of where we come from, or where you come from. So, and I know that sounds confusing, but that's the truth. Another thing I want to get off my chest relating to Sonic is, I recently posted on some of the Sonic forums out there, some Sonic-related forums and message boards, a question of, will Sally and Monkey Kahn's relationship, if you will, be over in Sonic Universe 15? Well, we don't really know if it will be over in Sonic 15 or not. I mean the title of it for that issue is No Love in a Conquering Storm. So it makes, wonder what's going on there. If that means the Conquering Storm character is centered around that or what. I've always felt as though that perhaps, and I mentioned this in a previous video, I just feel as though Sally's going to find out what Monkey Kong tried doing to Nicole with her and Sonic were in that digital world of Mobius. So, yeah, that's why I brought it up, because I feel as though something's going to happen to where Sally's going to have to make that decision. Now, another thing that could happen, and because I've seen this in many other media, like, say, Saved by the Bell, at the end of the Saved by the Bell movie, Hawaiian style, Zach wants to stay in Hawaii with Andrea, but Andrea is telling Zach, you got to go back and finish school. You got to go back and finish school and, get on with you, and basically look towards your future. Don't give up everything because of me. So it just makes me wonder if perhaps that's what we're going to see there. If maybe Sally's going to say, look, maybe Monkey Kong's going to try to say, will you come with me? And Sally would be like, maybe I'd like to come with you, but I've got to stay here and help my people like you got to help yours. So, anyway, that's just a few of the other things that I want to get off my chest. I mean, another thing I want to get off my chest is the fact that a lot of people are talking about how Amy is acting more mature right now in the current issue of Sonic, showing sort of like mature leadership skills. Well, of course she's showing mature leadership skills. They're in a situation to where they're running for their lives, and trying to get to safety. Now, some people mention in reviews of the book where she talks about Sonic, everything will be okay when Sonic gets there. But there's one thing they seem to miss. Because I've read this on the scans, the preview scans. She said, my Sonic, not Sonic. So, let's get that straight. She didn't say, oh, everything's going to be okay when Sonic gets here. No, she said, everything will be okay once my Sonic gets here. So, again, it's really, just, I need to get some of these things off my chest. I mean, I wanted people to understand why, again, why so many people subscribe and favor and do this and that when it comes to things about Sonic and Sally. Because, when you switch it around, myself and the older generation can understand where you come from. And believe it or not, here's one other thing I want to talk about before I stop this video. Ian Poto, he has a channel here on YouTube. So don't think that those that subscribe to him, don't think he doesn't watch what you guys do on YouTube. He doesn't see the tribute vids, the discussions, the CMVs, the fan vids based around Sonic and Sally, as well as Sonic and Amy at times, but a majority of Sonic and Sally. Don't think he doesn't watch that and kind of get the idea that, oh yeah, get that idea that this is what we want, that this is what a majority of the fan base wants. Don't think he doesn't know that, because he does. He just doesn't say anything. But believe me, he's watching. He's watching, because he has a channel as well. Maybe multiple channels. But that's really all I want to get off my chest when it's Sonic related, because I just wanted to help people have a better understanding of certain things, kind of say my piece. I know some people might find it ridiculous and retarded that, people my age will talk about this stuff. But you know what? If you're a fan of it, don't be ashamed. Because I'm pretty sure there are a lot of fans older than me that talk about, as old as me if not older, that talk about Twilight New Moon. And that Twilight Saga, believe it or not, in my opinion, no disrespect, is more targeted towards young teenage girls than it is young adult ladies. No disrespect, though. No disrespect. But if a young adult lady that's about the same age as I am is a fan of it and loves to discuss it and talk about it and all that, then Do you see people making fun of them? Maybe, maybe not. So the question is, so the thing is, don't find it retarded or ridiculous that I talk about things like this too. So, but anyway, I thought I'd just get that all off my chest, sonic related wise, and I will talk to you all later. You have a good day. Peace.